Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back once again, this time with a special G.I. Joe review. We're going to be taking a look at The Pursuit of Cobra, 2011, weight, number 8, low light figure. This guy is very hard to find in stores. I was very lucky to find him. I actually didn't find him. I had a friend pick him up for me, out of state. He's a night called the Night Spotter, but we all know that he's a sniper. Look at the back here. He is part of the City Strike campaign. So he's with, Beachhead and all those guys trying to stop the Alley Vipers. There's a little shot of his bio card. You can find still pictures of it online. So yeah, let's open up this guy and take a look at him right now. And there he is. Clearly, Lowlight is an homage to his 1986, or is it 87 figure? I'm going to stick with 86. Basically, his main color is gray, since he's predominantly a night operations figure. There are some patches of red on his vest. If you come around to his arms, you can see they have a nice little black arm guard on each side. The visor is removable. You can bring it up like that, and there's his head. A few people have said that he's actually looks like the actor from the series of films, Sniper films. I can't think of the guy's name, and I just had it in my mind. Well, whatever. It'll come back to me at a later point. For articulation, he does have full range of motion in the arms. Elbows can bend, biceps swivel. This hand does have the extra wrist joint, so it can go in and out as well as rotate. This arm, the wrist can rotate, and this joint is the one that can go down and up. Full leg articulation. Tom Berenger. That's who people say he looks like. Tom Berenger. Full leg articulation. Just out of the blue. On both legs. Knees can bend. Double jointed knees. I know a lot of people like those. Ankles can swivel. Pivot. Well, actually go forward and back. There is no ankle pivot per se. If you look at this leg, he does have a removable knife. But, it's just for color. And on this leg, he has a removable scope. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me put him back here on his stand. Just want to maybe point out for those of you at home wondering, if you take a look, I decided, and trick I've been using the last couple of videos is, if you leave the stand in the little plastic tray that it's in and package, it gives them a little height and a little bit easier to work with, and just a little more stable. But yeah, so Lowlight was remembered as a sniper, and as we all know, snipers need a rifle. Check this bad boy out. This is his rifle right here. It is modular. Stock can telescope in and out. It's also removable. Bipod is removable. And the silencer is removable. Leaving you with something that looks like a 50 caliber elongated pistol. But personally, I like the way it looks with everything on it, all the bells and whistles. Just notice this clip is going in a little easier, but you know, everything plugs on securely. I should mention though that if you go to flip the bipod up, it will like pop out, so you may want to just pop it out, move it to where you want it, and pop it back in. Low light can hold it. You know, you just gotta finagle his arms a little to get him into position. I'm also putting him into the stand more. One thing I should mention is I tend to like to leave his goggles down, just because they do have a tendency to come off. I'm just preparing his hands. Just wanna. I find that if you pop the rifle in first, and then extend the stock, that works a little bit better. Bring the other hand up, and now that there is a second grip back there, that's actually where he's supposed to grab the rifle, because you figure further out is the barrel and the stock. But there you go. He holds it modestly well. I'm not going to go through the litany of poses you can do, but boom, he's coming right at you. That's a rifle. That's a sniper. And the hands do hold this securely. Now we're going to get back to the rifle in a second. Put the rifle off to the side. Because he does have some other accessories. If you remember from the original figure, he did come with an Uzi. Sort of like his little secondary weapon, you know, for when he's in close quarter combat, you know. Can just go mow people down. But low light's really always more of a, you know, in the shadows type of guy. One thing I did forget to show you on the rifle that I should show you now. Remember this little scope that was removable off his leg? Well, there's two little pegs on it, which is what pegs it into the leg. But also on the rifle, there's two holes. I think you can see them, and the scope, careful, pegs in, you know, quite nicely. Unfortunately, I have, like, my ginormous man hands have a little hard time doing it. I'm trying to keep this in camera. There you go. Got it in, and there's the scope. Yeah, interesting. It looks I have it pegged in right, but it looks like it leans forward a little. I guess that's you know, to help with the barrel. I'm sure it's some sort of rifling thing. We'll get back to the rifle in a second, because low light does have some other accessories. He has a rangefinder scope. Okay. Really doesn't hold it. Just, I guess, plop it down and he looks through it. He also has a little radio with a removable antenna and phone. The antenna is very losable, so I've been told. You can also peg into his back, but we're not going to do that right now. He also comes with something, looks like a little detonator of sorts. I guess he can hold it, but I'd be a little hesitant to put it in his hands just because I'm afraid I'd stretch him out. I'm going to put that aside. And last but not least, and I'm not taking it out of the packaging, is the legendary box of bullets with removable bullet. That's staying where it is because everybody I know who has this figure has lost that bullet. But that's not all the accessories low light has. He comes with this Really nifty backpack. Okay. Backpack. Can open. Like so. Ba-boom. Can drop the Uzi in there. Can drop the little detonator thing in there. So yeah, so all that can go in. Just close it up. And that pegs onto the light's back. But let's say you want him to carry his rifle, which, by the way, the scope fell out, so I'm just going to put that back in real quick. The light also comes with a case for his sniping rifle. And let's see, we just pop this bad boy open. Oh great. There we go. And there we go. And if you notice, it has space for the rifle and the scope with all the attachments on. Well, actually, without the bipod. But the bipod you can stick in the backpack. But I am a little concerned right now because just putting the rifle down, that scope has been popping out. And I just want to make sure... Ah, no, you see? There we go. I think I got it in now. Sorry I took it out of camera. I just wanted to make sure, but you know, you just want to be careful with it. So, yeah, pop the bipod off. You're going to stick that in the backpack, and scope fell out again. I think we've discovered something we need to be very mindful of, folks, with the scope. Now, with the scope, when you put it in, you want to put it in, there's going to be a little peg on the side. You want that facing up because it's going to peg. There's a hole in the top there. Collapse the stock on the rifle. Oh. Pull off the silencer, I guess, because, oh, I thought the silencer could fit. My mistake. I wasn't good with shapes. And then, you know, that rifle's in. You can push it down a little, and then come around, close up the case. Alright. Now, Lowlight's already got his backpack, which we're going to open up real quick because I want to throw the bipod and the silencer in, which I've already done, and then close it back up. Now there's two ways to carry this. You know, put this backpack back on. You know, there is a little handle here. Ooh. Sorry. Ooh, I'm really having a hard time getting things in the hand today. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe try not using his trigger finger hand and just use that hand, and there you go. Lowlight can hold it like that. Or, let's say he's holding the rifle, and you want his hands free. A little peg right there. Fits into the backpack hole, like so. Now, on the case, there's a little hole. The backpack can actually peg in, and Lowlight can actually, it does make him a little top heavy, but you know, use the stand. He can hold the case and the rifle case and the backpack on his back. So if you want to have him holding the Uzi with the rifle on his back, you can. If you want him holding the rifle but with the case on his back, he can do it like that. Well, a lot of options. And basically all you have left over is the radio and the targeting scope. And I'll be honest with you, I don't see myself ever using either one of those. I mean, you can peg the radio on his back. It's actually not that tight of a fit. I mean, it's not going to fall out. So yeah, there you go. Do I recommend low light? You betcha I do. This is a figure that a lot of people have been asking for a long time. They wanted that homage to the figure. We did get a low light figure about 10 years ago. That was in the direct-to-consumer line, and it was a great figure. This one's even better. It fits in nicely with your Pursuit of Cobra figures. Can also fit in with your 25th anniversary 1986 shelf if you have it split up like that. I always liked the character of Low Light. Surprisingly, I never had a figure of his. This is my first Low Light, but I always liked him. Like I said, he is hard to find. A lot of stores are not stacking Pursuit of Cobra figures right now. That's a discussion for another time. If you can have a friend who can find them, great. Get them to ship it to you. If you can find them on eBay with shipping, I wouldn't go higher than maybe $23, and that's with shipping, just because anything higher I kind of feel it's scalping. He can hold his weapons. I'm sure he can hold other weapons. As you saw, there were, because of the size of the sniper rifle, there were some issues with things sticking together. But, he can hold the rifle. And, again, he's not a tactical type of guy. He's going to be someone who's going to hang back and pop people off. But for the accessories you get, and how they're all usable and functional, you really can't go wrong. It's your old pal Chuck. And until next time, take care.